when it's time to bite back. Everything in life had been calm for Sarah, too calm, perhaps. A quiet town, peaceful streets, and friendly neighbors. But behind the serenity, something was amiss. It had been weeks since she'd felt her usual sense of security. Something was slowly gnawing at her peace, and she didn't know what it was. It started small. A knock on her door late at night. The man at the door was unfamiliar, his smile too wide, his eyes too calculating. "I think you dropped this," he said, handing her an envelope. She couldn't remember ever seeing him before, yet the envelope had her name on it. Inside, a cryptic message, "We know who you are." Soon, the threats escalated. Odd phone calls, disturbing emails, and strange packages left on her doorstep. Each note contained unsettling words, warning her to stop poking around, stop asking questions. But Sarah had always been a curious person, and she couldn't ignore the feeling that someone wanted her to be scared. Determined to uncover the truth, Sarah started investigating the strange occurrences. She searched through town records, visited old archives, and talked to the townsfolk, hoping to find something that could explain the strange behavior around her. But the more she dug, the darker the secrets she uncovered. One evening, as Sarah was poring over old documents, she came across a name, the Shadow League. A group that had quietly controlled the town for decades. Their influence had seeped into every corner of society, and Sarah had unknowingly crossed them. They didn't like it when people poked around in their affairs. Sarah couldn't back down now. She knew too much. But the more she pushed, the more dangerous things became. She woke up to find her house ransacked, all her research destroyed. It was clear, they were sending a message. Stop, or else. It was then that Sarah realized something. They thought they could break her. But they underestimated her. She had always been the quiet one, the observer. But she was stronger than they knew. The more they tried to intimidate her, the more her resolve grew. It was time to fight back. Sarah knew she couldn't fight the Shadow League head-on, at least not yet. She needed allies, and she needed to plan carefully. She reached out to others who had been wronged, people who had quietly suffered under the League's thumb. Together, they began to devise a plan to take them down from the inside. The night of the confrontation finally arrived. The Shadow League never expected a rebellion to come from those they tormented for so long. But Sarah and her allies were ready. They had all the information they needed, all the weaknesses to exploit. The tide began to turn. What once seemed like an unstoppable force was now fighting to stay in control. In the end, Sarah emerged victorious. She had taken everything they had thrown at her and turned it into her strength. The League was exposed, their grip on the town shattered. Sarah had proven that when the time comes to bite back, even the quietest person can become the fiercest force. It was no longer just about survival, it was about reclaiming her power. Did you enjoy this story? If yes, then don't forget to like this video to show your support. For more exciting and engaging short stories, make sure to subscribe to 5-Minute Storybook and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. And if you loved this tale, share it with your friends and family so they can enjoy it too. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more magical stories. See you in the next one.